Poor old Peggy. Here she is, sitting up on dry dock. There's myself and David. And the Peggy's going to be worked on. You'll see different people working on her. David, of course, because he had to supervise. There they are, dredging the river again. Now this is closer to the bridge. This isn't out by the channel. You can see the movie theater back there up on the left. That tall building is the movie theater. There used to be a store called Jensen's Fishery, and I believe it's right there. I think that's the Butch. That tug, I think, was the Butch. We used to go to Jensen's Fishery all the time, and Mom got fish. I never cared for it. I'm not sure how often they dredged the river, but they did it in the summer of 2022. I was down in South Haven at that point, and Jason and I went down and watched them dredge. They were out by the channel at that point. It was a whole lot different than what they're doing now. They had a vacuum cleaner down there just sucking up all the stuff and spitting it out rather than scooping it up one scoop at a time. I'm assuming this is my dad taking the pictures. He was interested in any kind of machinery, anything that moved or had an engine. When he lived in Florida, the first time when I was 15, he worked for Southern Air. He worked on their jets. There's Jim Bard again, owner of the Peggy, half owner of the Peggy. Dad moved down to Florida, I think in '68. Dad and Mary and the two boys. Jim had a house on the corner of Elkinburg and I think St. Joseph Street. Had several kids. There's my dad. Not exactly sure what he's doing, but I'm sure David knows and has it well in hand. Heaven only knows what he's yelling about. I do remember going and working, my dad working on the Peggy and us kids playing. I'm not exactly sure what year it was. I tried to figure it out, but I haven't been able to. I think maybe 62, 61, maybe. And there's my sexy mama. She's painting Peggy Marie's name, and David is painting who knows what. I have no idea. Oh, there's Shirley and Cliff and Pammy and Al. And that, I think that was Cliff's wife, but I'm not really sure. I know that she either passed away or they divorced, because in later years Cliff was single and he lived in Ritchie,